welcome to Flamingo Mama. This is our first episode, and we're so happy to have you here with us.
Finally.
Finally. It's been a long time. It's been a long time waiting, but we're so excited. We're finally rolling out with the ideas, and we're just diving right in. And first and foremost, I hope you enjoy and you feel welcome. So,
I am Jenny. I'm 29 years old, and this is going to be a little bit about us, a little bit about what we're planning on doing, the topics we're going to be talking about. Basically, I was raised in Miami-Dade, Hialeah, basically. I'm a mom of two. My son that's 3, and my bonus child, which is turning 11.
11?
11.
Shut up. No, he's not.
He's turning 11. And their birthday's like in the same week.
Oh my God. We almost have a
Same
teenager. We almost have a teenager.
Almost.
I'm scared. How exciting. You guys know what you're going to do for his birthday?
We're going to Orlando.
Okay. That's the best thing. Yeah. And you're a parent. Like,
Best thing for me.
travels or like birthdays, getaways are like the best. My name is Cece. I am 30, also born and raised in Miami-Dade. I am a mom of 2. I have a little girl who's 3, and I have a 9-month-old son. My entire life, I don't know anything outside of living in Miami, and that's special. So I'm currently working on so many projects right now. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so that's a full-time job on its own. And I also have so many projects in mind that I'm looking forward to accomplish in the nearby future. And I will bring you guys along with them as they start to develop. So this video in specific is to give you guys a glimpse of who we are, how we met, how we even came up with this idea. So I know Jenny since like what, 9th grade?
Yeah.
She's still the same height.
Definitely.
Still looks like, I think I grew a little bit. I don't know.
You might have, but I don't know.
If I grew a little bit taller or wider. I'm not sure.
I might have gone a little bit wider, but that's all.
So we met in high school, and I feel like our friendship was always very like genuine. It was super cool. It was never on. So personally, I'm like a chameleon, and I just blend in with groups of people, and I get
Everybody
along.
did in high school.
Everybody?
Majority. I mean, I got along with everybody.
Oh no, I got along with everybody.
Yeah,
not
not like-
everybody got along with each other.
Right.
And that's the difference. Like you couldn't like, oh, I know where she's at 24/7, because I was either one day in the ref hall,
Same.
or I was in the new building of Hialeah High. So if you went to Hialeah High specifically, you're gonna know what we're talking about. I was either in the new building eating the cafeteria over there, or I was in the old cafeteria, or I was on the wall by the gym, or I was in Mr. Whitaker's class,
Always.
in the old building towards like the end of the other side.
The court is.
You could trust me, you could not spot me. You were not gonna spot me. You had to like literally call me, be like, "Yo, where you at?" Because, and then I also did like a bunch of like clubs.
I didn't. I couldn't.
Really?
I couldn't. Like
I
anything
swear,
after
like,
school
inside.
curriculum, like I couldn't. We would go to school in Hialeah, but we lived in Miramar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you had to like be out.
Yeah. So my mom's hours were like wild.
Yeah. No.
She didn't have a specific time because when she first started working at Lowe's, it was either really, really early or she would leave at like 11 o'clock.
Oh, damn.
So it was the ride we got at the time we got the ride.
Yeah. I remember in high school, well, like I remember when I was in middle school, I went to Miami Springs Middle. And I remember when we were done with 8th grade and it was the transition, my mom actually sent me to Cuba for that summer. And right before that, like they did like the whole like those high schools come to your middle school and then you fill out those forms and stuff. And I wanted to go to Hialeah High so bad. So bad.
After the trip to Cuba?
No. Before transitioning from 8th grade to 9th grade, I remember I wanted to go to Hialeah High so bad. Why? I didn't have a reason. It was just like my alignment was with that.
For me and my mom, it was because I had my cousin there. They already knew the system of the school, what kind of school it was. Even though when my cousin went, and it wasn't a very good school. But it wasn't because of the school. It was because of the kids.
Yeah, no, I know the school. The kids makes the school. So I remember, and I filled out like a bunch of like forms for a bunch of school. I actually got approved to go to Northwestern, and as soon as my mom saw the address, she was like, "No."
No way.
And it was because I would have had to take in like a public transportation from the government. But in order for me to catch that bus, I had to like go like 4 blocks from my house.
Yeah.
Y pararme abajo una mango en la esquina. My mom was like, absolutely not.
I'm
absolutely not.
And he wants to walk to school because it's a block away. And I'm here like, ooh.
You're walking, but I'm driving right next to you.
I'm here like, let's get there when we get there. We still have all summer to think about that.
Yeah, no. So then, long story short, Hialeah High was one of those schools that I applied for, like one of the programs to get approved to go in because it wasn't by address. By address, I had to go to Springs High.
You had to go into the magnet program or anything.
Yeah, so I was in the magnet program for business and administration, which is
really,
yeah, right.
That's cool.
So I remember I was literally in Cuba, and my mom calls my aunt's house, and it was like almost 2 weeks before I had to come back with a week to spare to buy uniform, to buy everything. That's how like crunched I used to come. Yo llegaba prietecita, mamá. Yo parecía el chicken nugget. El chicken del sol que yo cogí en Cuba. Anyways. So my mom calls me and she's like, Oye. That's how she talks. Very demure. Oye, ya me llegó el papel tuyo de la escuela. I sunk in that seat. My aunt had una mesita con el teléfono de la casa y una sillita al lado. And my aunt went to go get me, and I wasn't like, ay, whatever, playing and just talking shit outside with like everybody from the eso. Sí, tu mamá te está llamando. I went inside, I grabbed the phone, I'm like, dime, mommy. She's like, oye, ya me llegó el papel de la escuela. I went like this. Because I was ready. I was ready for her to tell me Miami Springs. She's like, yo no sé, yo no entiendo esto, pero aquí dice que los colores del uniforme tienen que ser blanco, rojo y azul. That's the way that I cried. I think that was like one of the first times in my life that I had happy tears. Because I was so happy because I knew that Springs was khaki and burgundy.
Yeah.
And I was like, ay, mami, no me digas mentira, mami, no juegues con él. So, she's like, oye, niña, ¿qué te pasa?
Oh my
she didn't understand.
Of course not.
So,
a lot of people from your middle school did end up going.
No.
What do you mean?
No. I remember clearly the first week of 9th grade, I only saw one person that went to middle school with me, and it was Elizabeth. I wonder how she is. I'll look for you, Elizabeth. It was just Elizabeth. I didn't see nobody else from my middle school.
There's a lot of people that went from Hialeah Middle, but Hialeah Middle was right there.
No, but I went to Miami.
I know, but then there was a lot of people that...
Remember, that was around the time?
Like Jose. But Jose was like, I know you from high school, and I'm like, qué pena. Like, I mean, me da pena because people tell me that all the time.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm horrible with names, but I have really good recollections with people's faces.
And that's why me da más pena todavía.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of people like in la calle, and I'm like, damn, I know that girl from somewhere, but I can't pin. And then I feel so bad to go say hi to you because imagine me, I'm like, hey, I know you from somewhere, but I don't even know your name right now. So, whatever. So if you see me and you know where you know me from, please tell me because I'm 100%, I don't have no idea. I have no idea. So, yeah. And then fast forward, 11 years later after high school? After 2013?
Every time you say 11.
11 years later? Right? Or 12. It's going to be 12. 12 years later, Jenny's like, in shits and giggles. Shits and giggles. Shits and jiggles.
I can't jiggle, baby. I ain't got to jiggle.
You can't what?
I don't have enough to jiggle.
Wow.
I don't. I keep telling him I let it slide in certain moments. Like if you would pay for them, Like I let it slide into any conversation. It's so bad.
This area right here.
Oh yeah,
will make you so much money.
I'm concerned about right now.
Anyways, so Jenny goes to me one day. Oh yeah, let's make a podcast. And I'm actually, but the problem is that she's delusional as fuck. And so am I. And she's like, she can tell me, let's go sell palomitas in the corner and we'll make the biggest plan.
A dangerous duo.
And we'll master it. So she goes, let's make a podcast. And I'm like, let's do it. And she goes, haha. She does that laugh that she does. Haha. I'm like, let's do it. We opened up a note in my phone, shared note, and I'm like, start dumping ideas. We've been dumping ideas for what, a year?
A year now.
A year.
Well,
a year later, we're finally launching our first episode.
A lot of trial and error.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that comes with it. I mean, if you're not willing to put the work and go through the investment and go
A lot.
like the headache of everything, from getting together to record, from recording virtually, from editing, from 1,000 things. It's just like, you're going to have these.
Number one, finding a way around the kids.
Oh, no, yeah. A way around the kids was the most important one, because we're both stay-at-home moms. And
it doesn't make it easier.
We're very like helicopter momish. So we don't just like drop off our kids with anyone.
Oh, you just saw that.
Anything.
You just saw my helicopter mom today.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I put a box at the front of the door.
You know your kid.
Yeah.
Nobody knows your kid like you know your kid. If you're a present parent, you know your kid. So I know my kids. And even when I leave them with my mom or my mother-in-law, which I'm so grateful to have them.
But it's so hard.
It's like, tú te vas con la conciencia, like, yo conozco a mi hijo. Like, I don't want
Not just that.
You know?
What I always think about, and it's because of everything from before, it's like, if something happens, that person's going to feel bad.
Yeah, of course. And you're also going to feel bad.
Right.
If something happens, like if they break something or whatever it is.
That's some issues. No, breaking something, no. It's like something happens with the kid. You know they're going to feel bad.
Of course.
And you're not going to want them to feel bad because you know your kid.
Exactly. Exactly.
So in this podcast, we will be talking about, as a mom, both and women, blending it together, talking about mental health, dealing with being a stay-at-home mom, and other topics that either nobody wants to talk about, they're hard to talk about. You don't have a safe space to talk about it, which is a big one for me. And then other things, different situations as a mom, different situations as women. There's endless amount of topics that we can go on and talk about here. We want everybody to pitch in. There's not one wrong question, not one wrong topic that we can implement into this podcast. I mean, is there anything that you would?
Everything is where we will be looking at the engagement that you as the audience communicate to us. We will be having segments where towards the end of our podcast, we'll be reading like anonymous letters that are sent to us, and we'll give our opinion, we'll give our thoughts and you know, even our prayers if it's like a really difficult situation that you're going through. Always remember, we made this for us, for moms, for women. If you don't have children yet, you're still welcome to participate.
Absolutely.
To engage with us. So
expecting moms, wanting to try get there, like
freshly newborn moms.
We've been there.
You know, like it takes a village, and we can be your village from afar. So please always, you know, if you don't feel comfortable exposing your situation with your name, you can always do it anonymously, and we'll give in our inputs. But that's what you're going to expect. You're going to expect
unfiltered.
Yeah.
Very raw, sincere advice. So don't ever take it to heart. It's just how we deal with it in our own way.
It's all our opinion, and we're just going to try to provide you guys with the best that we possibly can. So this wraps up our episode for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, got to get a glimpse a little bit deeper to who we are, why we started, and what's to follow. Make sure to share this video to someone who is going to be related to the topics that we will be discussing in the future. And remember, we're in this together. No estás sola, and let's get our pink back.